Actually, I think that the my example on Soma for like 50 cents is more of a microtransaction than some DLC. Microtransactions are even worse. It's so bad. God, could you get even worse than a microtransaction? You would have to murder a person to be considered worse than someone who encourages microtransactions. They are just awful. People always say that the glass half empty, half full argument is a matter of perspective. I beg to differ. I think there's a correct answer for this argument. And the correct answer is dependent on the last action that was done to the glass or container in question. So, as an example, let's say you have a glass of water, and if the last action done to it was drinking, that means the last action done to it was actively emptying it, meaning that it is half empty. However, if you were filling up the glass in order to drink it afterwards, the last action done to it was filling it up. Hence, it is now half full. So it is not a matter of perspective, it is a matter of what was last done to it, what was the last action meant, what was the purpose of the last action, to fill it up or to empty it? Now, I guess when the question is like, oh, what if you don't know? Well, avoid using it, because if you're wrong, you're wrong. You don't want to be wrong, just avoid using full and empty. Just say, well, the water meets halfway. Just don't use the wrong adjective. Man, as much as I really like this game, I refuse to ever attempt completing it ever again, because this took quite a while. I think it was 80 hours? A lot of that was actually me just sitting around, and a lot of that was fishing, and I already explained how I feel about fishing. God, the fishing. But anyway, like, completing games, especially like more open world games, where there's a lot of collectibles, whatever, a lot of stuff to do, it's so time consuming. Trying to complete open world games are just the worst, because they just get so repetitive and boring after a while. It's like, I just want to finish what I started. I feel like one of the main reasons why playing as 9S isn't fun, well, as fun as 2B or A2, is because hacking. It's so easy to do. Like, once you have the pattern down for the harder things, it's ridiculously easy and fast, and it doesn't pose much of a challenge. I mean, the easier hacking ones, where it's just the one core and they're in the small square, it's so fast. It's so quick and easy that it just gets boring. And it's just like, oh, I really want to do more complex, harder combat stuff. But I guess this game really is made for those who are not that into character action games, because NieR isn't much of a character action game, it's more of a hack. It's very simple and compared to this game. Yeah. Also, I'm a bit sorry if the commentary signal's a bit distracting. I'm keeping it there because, unlike the last two videos, where it just the post-commentary ran on for the rest of the video, this one actually has live commentary in it later on. So, be excited for that, I guess, if you really care. Yeah, I just kinda have it there to tell you that when that disappears, there's no more post-commentary. It's almost over, thank God. Running out of things to talk about. Struggling so much to think of things. God, I'm boring. Also, I don't think I actually mentioned this, but, believe it or not, 2B and 9S actually can taunt enemies. I don't Yeah, I don't think I addressed it in the actual videos, but, you can actually use the flashlight and repeatedly turn it on and off, just mashing the, left control stick, L3, in front of an enemy, and it actually does taunt them, and kind of enrages them, so... Yeah, every character can taunt, it's just a lot easier with A2, since hers is just holding in a button while everyone else is mashing the control stick, which... it's not as easy. I mean, there are harder things out there, but mashing a control stick isn't really that easy. I'm either gonna need to get a new external hard drive or clear a lot of space on the one I currently have, because I use my external hard drive to store all the files for the projects I've used. So all the video, audio, finished videos, files, they all get stored onto there, and they take up quite a lot of space. Like, NieR, for example, oh my god, I don't even know how many gigabytes this takes up. But, even the smaller ones can take up 50 gigabytes quite fast, the smaller projects at least. And yeah, it gets kind of ridiculous. And it's mostly just the raw video file that I get from the capture card. That's what takes up most space. Because audio files, unless you're doing a 32-bit wave, it doesn't take up quite as much space. A couple hundred megabytes, that's fine, manageable. This game is very muted in color, and I guess that kind of makes sense to fit the tone with the whole everything is meaningless, you're gonna die eventually kind of message. So I guess that makes sense, and having very colorful game would kind of have a very tonal clash with what the game is all about. But yeah, it's mostly grays, kind of brownish, sometimes blacks, whites. Even the reds are, like from the projectiles, are very muted in color. Well, not really muted, but desaturated. Are they the same thing? Alright, so there are two types of commercials that I absolutely hate. The first one is the kind of commercial that purposely makes you sad and guilt trips you into giving money or whatever. Because it's like, I mean, I already don't really watch TV. Or any type of cable or whatever. So, it's very rarely that I even see these commercials in the first place, but it's like, I don't want to... I'm not here to feel sad most of the time. It's not a feeling I want to feel all the time. It's not a great feeling. Be guilt tripped into giving money or something. So it's like, there's like adoptions for dogs or cats and whatever. It just makes you feel bad, and the whole cancer patient thing, or just...
Model 210. Operator? Oh no. So this operator model is...
Affirmative. Operator 210. Volunteer to undergo Type B equipment transition during previous descent. Sent to front lines as Unit 21B. Recorded as missing in action 4 hours later.
No.
And having children or whatever, not have an arm or leg, it's just... Why do you put this on TV? Other than to make money or and get what? Yeah, but why? Why? There should be a rule that if 1 out of 10 people cry in the viewing of the commercial, it shouldn't be aired. It is not fit for public consumption in that case. The other type of commercial that I absolutely hate, not because it guilt trips you, but because it's just stupid, and it's the medical commercials, where it's like, oh hey, get this medicine, and it's like, why? Because the whole commercial is all about like, oh, tell your doctor about this medicine. Yeah, tell the medical professional. You, someone who probably has no medical knowledge, well, maybe barely has medical knowledge, not as much as a doctor, but yeah, tell this medical professional whose job it is to know medicine and prescribe it to people who need it and know when they need it. Yeah, tell them that you need it. Yeah, great idea. What great kind of commercial that is. God, it's trash. It's such a dumb idea for a commercial, and a dumb idea trying to sell it that way. I don't even know why I'm talking about commercials. I don't even watch TV. I already said this, but I don't even care. I mean, well, technically I watch Japanese TV, but I watch it over the internet, so I wouldn't even get commercials and whatever. I'm sure it's super noticeable, but if you were to take a look at my video titles and thumbnails I use, you would notice quite a pattern. The first of them is I don't use clickbait titles. Well, it's not that I use very simplistic titles. It's the name of the game and the part. I used to have like some sort of name and a title, video, whatever, but I don't really care for that anymore. Another thing I do is that I don't include words in my thumbnails. It's just art and a number telling you what number the video it is. The only time that I'll ever use words in my title, not in my title, in my thumbnail, is if it's absolutely necessary. As in, I will be using, for the first time, words in my thumbnail for this game, for a certain video, but I plan to never do it again. And if you were to notice in my videos, I even mentioned this a couple of times, I don't do, like, face cam. I absolutely hate it. And the reason why I don't do these things is because I don't like doing things that aren't necessary to the video. I feel if it doesn't add anything to it, why put it there? It wouldn't enhance the experience if you saw my dumb, ugly face in the corner of the video, or if there was words on the thumbnail. Yeah, people say, oh, it attracts attention or whatever, but you would think that the video itself would keep the attention. And that's what I prefer to do. I prefer to just let the video speak for itself, let nothing else do it, speak for it. And I guess that's part of my stubbornness, that I prefer integrity.
Mission related. One affirmation. Well. Spice.
Shit.
Yes, I'm calling out people who do what I just said that I don't do at not having integrity. They're falling for the trend just for, oh hey, easy views. Well, I don't like that. I'd rather not have it be that simple. Just, hey, here's my dumb face. Let's rake in that money. No. I guess it's kind of utilitarian-esque philosophy with my videos also translates in my editing and commentary. In commentary, I will often be a little quiet, sometimes quiet a little too often. I admit, yes, I should probably talk a bit more. At the same time, just filling in a space with nothingness, it doesn't add anything meaningful. All it is just meaningless words. And why say them at that point if they have no meaning? Same thing with editing, as I said, but if you notice that I'm playing on consoles, and on consoles you'll see loading screens. However, even even like very small loading screens that last like just 5 seconds maybe, I'll cut down regardless. Yeah, like in Zone of the Enders 2 and 1, I would just cut down the loading screens, even though they weren't that long. Why? It's not needed. All it does is waste time and artificially extends the runtime. So, why even have them then?
A2.
2B told me. She told me she wanted you to become a good person.
You... Don't you dare talk to me about 2B!
Where'd he go?
Analysis. Your Unit 9S is still alive. Query. Why would Unit A2 be concerned with the status of Unit 9S after turning on your hub?
Shut up!
So, I pretty much have 3 minutes left of post-commentary space available. And, yeah, talking about a lot of stuff is kind of fun and interesting. But, man, did I struggle to find a lot of topics to talk about. Because after the initial, like, first video filled with post-commentary, it's like, now what do I talk about? So it was just like, it took like a couple days to even think and talk about what I wanted to talk about, which, you know, ended up here. But yeah, I'm just really glad to now be pretty much over with the post-commentary and go back to actually editing live and dealing with that and actually finishing up editing this game, because there's not much left of this game, really. Like 2 or 3 more hours after this and it's done. Of course, I'm gonna be uploading side quests and collectibles and archives and all that. So that'll be before the final video. Yeah. So I can't wait to see this happen. Yeah. It's just, there's been one wild ride for me. One wild ride that I really like. And it's almost over for me. Which I'm glad to see. I'm very glad. Anyway, about 1 more minute before cutscene happens and the post-commentary signal at the top right is gonna disappear.
Androids.
So,
You think he's killed? You think begging
yeah.
for your lives will help? You think that's going to make me forget everything?
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed me talking about other people's philosophy, my philosophy on random things, and random tidbits and facts. I hope you learned something, because I learned quite a bit through this, project of mine. I learned quite a lot, actually. A lot of philosophy, which is, you know, kind of useful to know. Yeah, I'm very much excited to see this, project be done, because I feel like that this playthrough has been my pinnacle of video series. I feel like this video series has been the pinnacle of what I've done so far, and I hope that I can one day top it.
Physical check complete. Memory check complete. Maintenance mode complete. Yorha Unit 9S. Activate. Good morning, 9S.
Am I...
Analysis. The enemy structural unit collapsed during battle. Unit 9S suffered damage from the fall and was placed in emergency suspend mode. Fall location was deemed too dangerous, thus said unit was transported to current location. All system checks and reactivation complete.
Operator.
Operator Model 210 is deceased. Black box signal not found.
Oh. Situation report.
Tower access authentication key acquired. The required number of authentication keys have been acquired. The tower is now open for investigation.
Good.
So I can actually hack this now? Well, not hack. Okay. It's that one I have to hack. Right. These I just have to activate. 2. Is there a third one? Yeah, it's over there. I don't know why I was thinking it was behind it. Whatever. Let's start. Oh, what?
Hello, and thank you for using Tower System Services. We apologize for the inconvenience, but locks on each sub-unit must be deactivated before accessing the main tower.
Oh, right. These do have to be hacked as well. Oh. Okay. Sure, why not? Very unique hacking minigame. And there's the main core. Then 2 more. I don't know why I was thinking, oh, I just have to activate them, not hack them. Okay then. Where do I need to go? Over here. Simple as that. That one was they're all very easy. Like, it's the enemy ones that are harder than these. I guess they make these ones easy because they're mandatory? Oh, wait, no, but we have enemies here. Easy ones, though. Come on. Okay. Oh, but they got 4. Wait, can't I just, like, avoid them? I'm going up here. Yeah, you could totally just avoid them. Okay, then. Still making it easy just because it's mandatory.
You've unlocked all of the sub-units. That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower. We look forward to serving you.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising.
That's not good.
Is most likely concerned over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Oh, Jesus. Could you not? Like, I'm trying to hack over here. Did that, like, reset? Oh, got him. Fucking hell. Blah. Okay, you all need to go. Blah. Hey, come on. Get out of here. No, no, no. Okay. Like, can you all just go away? I'm busy. You 2, this one's easy.
Damn it! They won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies? Wait, you?
9S, we've been expecting you. The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Devila? Popola? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
Shit, they're badasses. This camera zoom out is great. I like it. I say Zamra. I guess camera zoom. Yet another easy hack that's not timed. However, there are enemies. So, no. You won't get me that easily. And the cores are, well, they're aggressive. You're done. You're gonna be a bit harder to deal with, so what I'm gonna do... Okay. Gotcha. No, you're gonna be worse. And... Blah. Please don't. Okay. Gotcha.
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit its self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Popola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing
Enough!
algorithm!
Devil and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devil! Right.
Devila!
I hope you don't regret this.
Alert. Data records discovered for units Devila and Popola. Do you wish to open this data now? Sure. A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward, one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go, after all. Because our models, the Devila and Popola models, are defective. Record. Transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they still issued us a single order: function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twin Devila and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair. We shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Ah, watch out! Devila staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. Guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on. We have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Devila grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage, judging by Devila's current lack of ambulatory control. I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, As expected, wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors, as well as some tools. None of which is easy to find in a desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devila. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order, considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing. We both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny in a way, such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devila's sharp voice echoes through the private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. Pfft, they wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devila crosses her legs and scowls. The black scrawl took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump, just a little, but enough for her to notice, seeing that her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay, I understand. It's all going wrong, you can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail. Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black scrawl started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. Like a wind. Popola and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. We talked to replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world, but at night, we just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I reply softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're of no use ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devila and Popola models from another town. The wind rubs my cheeks. The sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devila loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall back, and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left. And yet, she continues to smile, also I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it. But then she smiled, and all that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Stolt's end. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devila and Popola models from another town. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devila and Popola models who'd snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance. But even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers of Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn. We endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution, but in one such town my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister, Devila, met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis. There's nothing we can do. But it was too late, my emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devil and I left that town the same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than just let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. Cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march, because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least, a little, anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are. And that Devil and Popola who were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devila being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devila. And for her, there's only one me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devila? I'm alright, as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together to try and retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday, but we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert, new camp. If we can just get there, I could finally fix Devila's leg. And yet I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and I can't really do anything to support her body, so no materials around or tools. The rain flows down her cheeks like tears. I reach over and gently wipe them away. She smiles, but seems surprised. There's no point in doing that, you know, she whispers. But there is, because I swore to myself that I would stay with her forever. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. The failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future android production designs. Following the incident, the Devila and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt.
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devila and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative. Query: why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
I don't care. I just have to kill them all. Corrupted Yorha units!
Oh great, more not being able to see details. But at least I'm roughly on their level. Whoa! But man, being reprogrammed to just feel constant guilt? That sounds really bad. Also, there's a chest. Oh, hey. Come on, what's in you? Yeah! Yeah. continuing that, like, that completion progress. Oh, more of you. Get out of here. Whoa.
And thank you for choosing Tower System Services. We're so pleased you've chosen to visit the tower today. Don't forget about the special prize for the guest who unlocks the last subunit in the room just ahead. You're going to love it.
No. Okay, I guess I'm hacking then. I meant to hold in square, but you know, guess my thumb landed on the wrong button. Well, not guess, that's actually what happened. But you know, you're dead. So it didn't, you know, it ended out well anyway. But man, listen to that music, it's so good. Get out of here. I found out why this move is really good, because this spear in particular has an ability called Stun Up, which, if you can't tell, it increases the chance of stunning an enemy. So I can just lock them in stun animations and keep doing this. That's why it's so good.
Two B models? I'm glad I got to see you here. I truly am. I'll tear you apart. Every last one of you!
Wow. This is a lot of 2Bs. Whoa. Okay, you can all calm down, please. You know what? Are they, do they have like a simple or complex hacking? They have a more complex version. Okay then. Could I not? Okay, great. Well, that sucks. There's a lot of them. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Could you, like, back off everyone? Okay, you know what would be good for this? Oh, wait, yeah. Hammers! Yeah. Come on. Come on. And how much damage do I have to do?
Don't worry, I'm going to kill you now!
So, yeah, this brings me to a thing where I'm sure everyone here remembers the whole, you're thinking about how much you want to censor 2B, aren't you? And there's actually two meanings to that. One of them is obviously the obvious, you know, fuck 2B in terms of sexual relationship. But then there's also the, you're thinking about how much you want to kill 2B. And that also works. It's also very much supported by the Japanese version, also having the double meaning there. But like, if you're catching that 9S is saying like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, don't worry, I'm gonna kill you, 2B. Not only that, there's also other things in this game that also supports that. There's a thing that I don't remember if has been said so far. I don't know. But there is one thing how when, like, during Jackass's side quests, when it's like the research, she's like, the feeling of like the sort of like reactions in your brain, well, not brain, but like in like the reactions going on in you is very similar to the human emotion of love. So there is also that. But yeah, I don't know if the last thing I'm thinking of has also been said. quite yet, but it is another example of how it could mean both. And it has to do with the interactions between 2B and 9S, and they're kind of, you know, they're the relationship that we're not really aware of during the beginning of the game. I'll just say it like that, because I forgot if it's said so far. Probably not. No, I don't think so. But anyway, come on. Could you, like, not... Yeah. Up. And you're done. No. Come on. Yeah, you're done. Oh, there's a bunch of other done ones. Well, near done. Come on. Can I? Yeah. So close. So close. Could you? That's a lot of 2Bs. Okay. How are there so many 2B models in here anyway? What is this? Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Alert. The structure known as the tower has opened its gate.
Let's check it out.
So yeah, now we're A2, and we'll be going into the tower now. So yeah, I guess that means we'll be meeting up with 9S again.
A2, right? We went ahead and opened the tower. 9S is already inside. I see. Say, did we manage to help? You did.